Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Um, let me see here. Um, oh, yeah, let me get the slides up. And of course, you know what I always say, right? I don't, well, say it with me on the count of three. One, two, three. I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. How's that? Yeah, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Famous last words. All right. Okay, there we go. The bell works. Let's see. Fancy, fancy. Thank you so much for being here first. Ah, there we go. Exposed. But what did we expose? That's the question. Um, there seemed to be a bit of controversy about, I guess you could say, plagiarism, copycat. Isn't that something? I guess they kind of tired of us always saying that other people are copycats. And you know how it is when somebody think they finally got you, they want to try to, you know, drive it into the ground. But fortunately, they're not going to get the benefit. And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Well, at least I will try to make the case. I will attempt to make the case. The case. Let me see here. Hi, Heather Stroud. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, okay. I just realized I need, there it is. Need my speaker. Perfect. Okay. Here goes. So, hey, Sherry Ware. Hey, Legs. Mary H. And who else is here? Big Mama's here. Thank you so much for being here. Martine, thank you so much. Henrietta Phillips, glad you're here. Okay. My goodness, this is a late start tonight, isn't it? All right. So Meghan Markle's Netflix show generates 10 million in media exposure for As Ever. Laura Piana earns 1 million with her high low look. Yeah, with her high low look. Amelia Wickstead and Jeannie Kane, is that? Also profited with Love Meghan. Okay. Yeah. So, of course, we have referred to it as the Meghan effect. So it says here Meghan Markle, as ever, is off to a good start, set to debut his first collection in spring. The lifestyle brand earned 10 million in media impact value. That's 10 million in media impact value. Wait, where did I just see that? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, my computer did something for a second there. From his sister project, the Netflix series With Love Meghan, MIV is a proprietary metric that assigns the actual monetary value to marketing strategies across print, online, social media to calculate return on investment. A new report from Launch Metrics also points out that Laura Piana earned 1 million in MIV thanks to Marco's quiet luxury style. In one of the episodes, the wife of Prince Harry embraced high-low dressing in a Laura Piana sweater, which retails for around 1,325, paired with pleated pants or trousers, courtesy of Zara. The Spanish fast fashion retailer also profited from the show's exposure, earning 973,000 MIV. And once again, the MIV is the what did I say it was? The metric they said. I got to get used to that. Monetary value. MIV is proprietary metric that assigns the actual monetary value to marketing strategies. Okay. So that's how much market value. $10 million. I mean, that is, I don't know how that compares. Okay, like some of the best value in advertising is for, let's say, the Super Bowl. If you can make some money with that Super Bowl. Oh, I'm not talking to you. My phone think I'm talking to it. Oh Lord. Anyway, so you get what I'm saying. Like $1 million for a 10-second Super Bowl ad. It's astronomical the amount of money that can be earned by the Super Bowl commercials. So it doesn't compare to that, but still, that's a good return on investment. So you know what? That makes two of us have a Stroud. You see, I had to keep looking at it. I'm like, what? Do what? Let's do that first paragraph again. Since you mentioned it, let's do it again. One more time with the first one. Okay. Meghan Markle's As Ever is off to a good start, set to debut its first collection in spring. The lifestyle brand earned 10 million in media impact value. Media impact value from its sister project, the Netflix series With Love, Meghan. The media impact value. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep remembering that's what MIV means. Media impact value. That is a mouthful. Okay. I think we're good with that. Thank you, Heather Stroud, because I thought I was the only one. I wasn't sure I was getting that. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just looking at a couple of your comments here. If Netflix defends one publicly, accolades extraordinaire, middle finger to the haters. Keep it coming. Our Duchess is winning, you fools. Well, Henrietta Phillips, you're in a scrappy mood today. I love it. I love it. Okay. Is next. In another episode of With Love, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex wore a cashmere boyfriend sweater by Jeannie Kane, earning the brand 497,000 in media impact value, and a ship print Medi dress from Amelia Wickstead, one of her go-to brands, which earned 362,000 in media impact value. The data was collected between March 4th and March 11th. Now you see that right there. Okay, that right there. Now, I don't know how that translates to the people in the boardroom or the decision makers at Netflix, but there is value. That is currency. That is currency. Meghan is really trading on her personality. She is trading on her reputation from the TIG, and yeah, that's it. That's what I meant to say, is that she is trading on her value as a multimedia artist. I mean, she's done some of everything. Um, Marco reintroduced her lifestyle brand as ever on February 18th, promising to sell jams, herbal teas, cookware, home goods, linen, and apparel. The label was initially launched in 2024 as American Riviera Orchard. However, the name ran into trademark issues. The U.S. Patent Office and trade I'm sorry, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office denied Marco's bid to use the name in a filing dated August 31st, 2024. And let's just remember, let us all take a second to remember this. When most people are starting a business or launching a new product or whatever you're trying to do, you don't have a very aggressive, angry British tabloid media and all of their co conspirators doing everything that they can to ensure that you cannot um, get a break. You just cannot get a break for those people and all of the nonsense that they're capable of. Um, so the fact that Meghan has gotten this far by using an alternative brand name that, and see, as they're arguing that Meghan doesn't know what she's doing, she seems to be very naive, she doesn't have a good handle on this and that, and so on and so forth. I tell you what, Meghan had enough sense to have an alternative product name, didn't she? She took out a patent on as ever, right? Um, she made sure, or trademark rather, she made sure that With Love Meghan was available. So, how naive can she be um, if she had an alternative, right? Can't be too naive, now can she? Since she seemed to know exactly what to do. Okay, that didn't work out. Let's do this. And if that doesn't work out, we'll do this. All of this while the media is wishing, hoping, and praying for a disaster. So, who's gullible? Who's naive? Now, last year, I had thought American Riviera was that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were manufactured and grown in this area, the Duchess of Sussex said in a video published on her Instagram account. Then Netflix came on, not just as a partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge, huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022. And this is the moment, and it's called As Ever is called as ever. On Wednesday, Marco announced the launch of Confessions. What am I doing here? Sorry. Confessions of a Female Founder, a podcast created in partnership with Limonada Media. It will be released on April 8th. Looking forward to that, you guys. Looking forward to that. Thank you, Bunny Rose. Meghan is smart. The British media and the royal family underestimated. Yes, they did. They forgot that she was a seed. What didn't they do to try to bury her? But they forgot that she's a seed. There you go. So that brings us to this. Méite defends Meghan Sussex against confessions of a female founder, copying claims, right? So they said that, well, not they. I say they as if they're people, but derangers, I do believe it was the derangers that started beating this drum about how Meghan had stolen the name and blah, 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 blah. Turns out that is, well, let's just do this. So, Meghan Sussex announced on March 13th, 2025, that she would be launching a new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, in partnership with Limonada Media. The podcast has not yet launched, but the announcement alone was enough for critics to accuse her of stealing the name from other creators. Some critics pointed to a YouTube video by business owner Kady Méite titled Confessions of a Female Founder and claimed Meghan had copied her. However, Méite YouTube channel is not called Confessions of a Female Founder. It is simply the name Kady Méite. Despite this, critics quickly spread the false narrative. So again, the YouTube video by business owner Kady Méite titled Confession of a Female Founder. Again, a YouTube video. One YouTube video, not the name of the channel, just one video, Confessions of a Female Founder. And then they claimed that Meghan had copied her, right? It's simply named Kady Méite. That is the name of the channel. And she had one video with that name, meaning, of course, that the next person who names a video that comes close to that or is exactly that, there's no reason to believe that an individual may have come up with that name themselves, like confession of this, confession of that. It's just a phrase that we use when we want to do a tell-all, right? Or when we want to give all of those details about a certain thing or about ourselves, about a situation that involves us, like let's say confessions of a taxi driver, confessions of a flight attendant. Now that would be a really cool name for a book, right? That would be such a cool name. So you know what I'm going to do right now? And if you have a way to do this without disrupting the confessions of. Okay. All right. So I just did a search for confessions of, and okay, let me see what did I come up with. Confessions of a shopaholic. Confessions of a teenage drama queen. Confessions of Where to? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see what else has that. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Um, Confessions of an Invisible Girl. There are multiple things that you can find that is titled Confessions of. Do you see where I'm going with this? And some things are more famous than others. So the aha gotcha is not exactly that. Now, let me see. Oh, okay. Confessions of a pop performer. Confessions of a window cleaner. And the idea of that, of course, is that as a window cleaner, it's kind of like you're a peeping Tom or something like that. Um, James Patterson and J.D. Baker, a book is called Confessions of the Dead. So, considering all of that I just said, do you see why this young lady was wise enough and thoughtful enough to say she hasn't stolen anything from me? Confessions of the Paris Mysteries, Confessions of St. Augustine. Isn't this a fun little exercise? Confessions of the Hand Tattoo, whatever the F that is. Confessions of a Sociopath. It just goes on and on. It just goes on and on. So you get my point. Let's see. Confessions of Willie trying to grow more than 12 strands of hair on his balding head. Yes. Hey, Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer. Okay. So I believe I've made my point, and I am going to move on from that particular part of it. The point is, there's all kind of stuff that starts off the title like that. It doesn't get weird until Meghan does something. You know how that is. Let me see. Where did I leave off here? However, Medi's YouTube channel was not called. Okay. It's simply the name Kady Medi. Despite this, critics quickly spread the false narrative. Medi, however, immediately shut down the claims. In an interview with Yahoo Lifestyle, she explained that while she understood why people drew connections, she did not believe Meghan copied her. She did not believe Meghan had copied her. She believed Meghan had likely never seen her YouTube channel and felt flattered by the comparison. Medi also warned that the situation is turning into yet another excuse to drag a woman down and refused to take part in it. Despite Medi's clear statement, Meghan's critic ignored her words and continued pushing the false narrative. The outrage showed their real intention was not to discuss originality, but attack Meghan at every opportunity. Critics repeatedly use businesses to discredit Meghan. The pattern of manufactured outrage is nothing new. Meghan's critics follow a predictable playbook, using every new project she announces as an opportunity to discredit her. When she revealed, as ever, her lifestyle brand, they quickly accused her of stealing the name from the New York based clothing company. The claim made little sense. Meghan applied for the trademark in 2022. And as ever is a common phrase, with multiple registered trademarks across different industries. The New York based company had never trademarked its name, meaning it had no legal claim. Yet, that did not stop the critics and some media outlets from running with the false story, fueling a wave of unnecessary attacks. And I'm sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Critics used the same tactic when Meghan announced she would be selling jam. Jam! Jam. Or preserve. Critics immediately claimed she was copying King Charles. Outrage was never about originality. It was it was about finding a new angle to attack Meghan, even when the accusations had no real basis. The confessions of a female founder, and as ever, criticisms prove how quickly misinformation spreads when it serves a negative agenda. Meghan's critic ignored the fact that keep pushing the same tired narrative no matter how easily these claims fall apart. Kady response exposes media manipulation. Kady response reveals how quickly the media and social media users try to turn a woman against others. Mehdi refused to be used as a pawn and stood firm against the hate campaign. What does concern me is how quickly this is turning into another reason to drag a woman down. That's not something I want to contribute to. I know firsthand what it feels like to have my work actually copied. This isn't that. This isn't that. Kady, business owner, defends Meghan Sussex against accusations of stealing. The controversy reflects a larger problem. When Meghan announced something, critics look for another people to frame as person to frame as the original creator and use that person's success as a tool to attack Meghan. Yeah, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And by the way, this article is from Feminagra, which I forgot to credit. But of course, you see that pink background. That is Feminagra. This pattern is not about originality or fairness. It's about undermining Meghan at every turn. The critics who push these narratives do not care about protecting small businesses. Their only goal is to create obstacles for Meghan and fuel negativity around her name. Kady faces backlash for defending Meghan. Kady did not expect to be dragged into controversy, but after she shut down the false claims that Meghan stole her YouTube video title, critics turned on her. Although Kady made it clear that she does not believe Meghan copied her, social media users continued to attack her. Some accused her of being paid off. Oh, Lord. While others pushed her to sue Meghan, ignoring her repeated dismissal of the claims. Attacks against Mehdi quickly became more than just criticism. Some users made racist and Islamophobic remarks. That doesn't surprise me. Mocking her hijab and making assumptions about her identity and beliefs. In one particular disturbing comment, a critic suggested Mehdi supports Meghan simply because she is a minority woman and probably very woke. They added that because Mehdi wears a hijab, you can understand where she's coming from, implying that her defense of Meghan is based on identity rather than facts. Her experience illustrates how Meghan's critics are not simply concerned with accountability or originality. Instead, they use every opportunity to fuel outrage. even when the person they claim to support explicitly rejects their claims. The backlash against Méite proves that this was never about protecting creators. It was always about attacking Meghan at any cost. They have no problem sacrificing other Black women to push their agenda. Meghan continues to build despite hate. Meghan moves forward with her work despite constant scrutiny. Her upcoming podcast, With Love Meghan season renewal, and her philanthropic efforts show that she remains focused on creating something meaningful. The real issue was never whether Meghan copied anyone. The real issue has always been control. Meghan's critics want to dictate how she moves and what she builds. They will continue searching for ways to discredit her, but her success proves that their attempts will not stop her from moving forward. Hello. 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 Anyway, in addition, actually, this came from I'm not sure if this was from Feminagra or not, but it says the hostility toward Méite mirrors a pattern seen before. When the public figure refuses to join the anti Meghan mob, they often become targets themselves. Online harassers follow a clear playbook. They attack, discredit, or dismiss anyone who defends Meghan, even when they present factual evidence. In Méite's case, her identity as a Black Muslim woman made her an even bigger target for hate. Her experience illustrates how Meghan's critics are not simply concerned with accountability or originality. Instead, they used every opportunity to fuel outrage, even when the person they claim to support explicitly rejects their claims. The backlash against Méite proves that this was never about protecting creators. It was always about attacking Meghan at any cost. They have no problem sacrificing other Black women to push their agenda. So this is the original article from Yahoo on the left side. And of course, Sussex Soldier says, I hope one day Meghan invites her. I wish Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, all the success. There's enough space for all of us to create. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be a fellow female founder on the podcast, Kady, Méite. And exactly, Kady, what a woman she is. So, you know what? She does deserve applause for that. She really does. If anybody deserves applause, it is Kady. So let's hear it for Kady. Now, that's what I call class. She's a very classy person. That is very classy on her part. That she stood up to it. That she didn't buckle. She didn't collapse from the pressure. But I tell you, it's one thing about being marginalized in this society. I think it gives you real grit. It makes you a much tougher person. And some of the things that these hateful people say, some of the things that they do, if the shoe was on the other foot, they would be so what I guess what I'm trying to say is what they have done to her is how did Justin Trudeau put it? Yeah, Justin Trudeau was taking a question from a reporter, And they said, "Sir, how did they put it?" I think they were rattling off a bunch of stuff about Donald Trump. He said this happened, such and such. Um, what do you do? No, they said, what do you call it when you get a call from the president of the United States? There's a screaming match on the phone. Um, your critics want you to step down as prime minister. And I'm just using some random things. It's not exactly what was said. And the person was asking Justin Trudeau, what do you call it when that happens? And he paused. He said, Thursday. That was the most amazing comeback. He said, when that happens, it's called Thursday. Yeah. And the reason why he could say that is because, as a head of state and the embattled situation that he finds himself in, it's just another day of the week. Because everything that happened that Thursday might happen Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then when somebody asks him the next day, what do you call it? Thursday. I love that answer. I love that answer. That was the most epic comeback that I've seen in a long time. It was epic. He had this very befuddled look on his face, and he just said Thursday. It's very simple. One word answer. Tangerine Squeeze, thank you so much. I have been fumbling over my words, but that's exactly what I'm trying to say. They can't take an ounce of what they dish out to Meghan. We've seen it in real time. These freaks have, allegations against them and have meltdowns when they are barely even brought to real account. You know what? You deserve applause. That is so perfect. Thank you so much, Tangerine Squeeze. That is so perfect. I have been fumbling for the words, and you nailed it. So thank you so much. Okay. Excellent. All right. I'm just taking a look at some of your comments. Please make sure you hit the like button. Again, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't had the opportunity, but you think about it from time to time, um, the official Royal Sussex membership starts at the low price of just $4.99. $4.99. That that's about how much you would pay for a mocha frappuccino from Starbucks. That's how much you would pay for, I don't know, uh, the big breakfast at McDonald's. Anyway, the point that I'm making is, for the price of a hamburger, you can help support this channel. And they only bill you for it once a month. So let's say one hamburger every month is all it takes to support this channel. So, that being said, please consider an official Royal Sussex membership. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lydia Washington. I will pin that to the top of the chat. There it is. So that is the Royal Sussex link, membership link right there at the top of the chat. Do 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 do. As around the sun the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. I like this channel. I'm gonna have to go over to YouTube and subscribe to her channel. I believe she deserves to be rewarded for let me see. How do you spell her name? Anyway, I know I want to support her channel. Okay, Kady. Got it. I found it, and I am subscribed now. Wow, she has, how many subscribers does she have? Oh, you guys, I think she has, I don't know if I'm reading that right. 1.89K. Is that just 1,000? Oh, yeah, you guys, let me get the link for her channel. Let me get the link for her channel. Because, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? Let's get the link for her channel. There it is right there. And I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. I am going to pin that to the top of the chat because she is being really mistreated right now. So I urge everyone to go over there and let's make our voices heard. Sandra, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. I hope she'll cover this on her channel. I really do. I bet you that one particular video is going to get a lot of views. I'm going to make sure that I watch it. Well, she seems like a brilliant young lady, and I'm going to do everything that I can to help her. Let me see. Her most popular video has 14,000 views, but yeah, I don't think she has that many subscribers. Not yet, anyway. But we're going to get that number up there. We are going to get that number up there. Oh, wow, you guys, I see her number is going up as we speak. I can see the number is rising as we speak. Let's see if she can get 2,000 subscribers before we go. I think I see now like 1,000.92. That looks so weird to me. What does that really mean? 1,000 point. It's 1.92K. So let's make sure we get it to 2,000 before we go. You guys, the link is at the top of the chat. Okay, I see some people pouring in there. Thank you so much, because she really, really deserves our support. I have already subscribed myself, and I mean, she's being mentioned in magazines and newspapers and such, and people are making money from that engagement. At the very least, we can help her by subscribing to her channel and pushing her work toward the algorithm. You see what I mean? We got to do that. And to make it easy for everyone, I'm also going to share this link in the community post. I'll do that as well. So hang in there, Kady. The Sussex squad is coming. The Sussex squad is coming. Oh, I'm going to share her channel on X. Yes, I'm going to share her channel on X. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And that way, we can help her on social media. She deserves it. They have gone after this young lady because she stood up for what's right. For no other reason, just because she stood up for what's right. Not on my watch. You understand? Not on my watch. Okay. They done told their last pair of drawers with me. I always wondered what that meant. They done told their last pair of drawers with me. But they have. They done told their last pair of drawers with me. As they say in my neighborhood, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. I ain't playing. Okay, you guys, I'm going to continue. Let me just take one last look to see what the Sussex squad is capable of. Okay. So, you guys, I think that means we need just maybe 50 more subscribers to get her to 2,000. So, if you haven't yet, please go to the link at the top of the chat and let's throw our support behind Kady Méite, a woman who has so bravely stood up to the tabloid media, to the derangers, who has suffered, or should I say not suffered, but who has survived quite a few racist and Islamophobic attacks. Okay? And during the holy season of Ramadan, that is awful. They need to show some respect. Sussex Squad, I see the number is going up. You guys are doing this. Thank you so much. The link is at the top of the chat. She defended our Duchess, and now we're going to stand up for her. Now we are going to stand up for her. It's what she deserves. Doesn't mean that she's a squatty, but it does mean that she has true grit. She has moxie. I wonder if she's from New York. New Yorkers are like that. New Yorks are unflappable. They are so, you know what I'm saying? There's something about a New Yorker. That's all I can say. If you know, you know. There's just something about a New Yorker. They're very blasé about some of the worst things that can happen. They're like, better them than me. Anyway, Sussex Squad, thank you so much. We're almost there. Link is at the top of the chat. You all are awesome. Let's see here. Joya Moore, thank you for the super sticker, and thank you for being here on Royal Sussex. All right. Wow, that came from the deep. Royal Sussex. You know, guys, didn't I just say this yesterday? I said yesterday that all of this criticism of Meghan has had this incredible effect, whereas they thought they were going to prevent people from watching the lifestyle show, and that they were going to turn people against Meghan, trying to turn people in the community against them. And what happened? They are still one of the more popular, actually the most popular royal couple in the world. Meghan is still the most searched royal out of all the members of the royal family. Her name has been searched more than all others. So what does that tell you? And you know what? She didn't even have to go missing for 172 days. Yep, she didn't even have to go missing 172 days. Really? Okay. If you can inbox me with that, I'd appreciate it. I mean, we don't want to give engagement to Tabitha Brown. I think that but I tell you what, you inbox me with it, and I'll pick it apart and share a few things so that we won't give her the engagement. Yeah, the last thing we want to do is help her. But thank you so much for asking. I really do appreciate that. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Meghan Markle's latest career announcement has led to continued backlash. Oh, I think this is just about the what is this one about? Okay, yeah. This is the article. All right. So yeah, we don't need to do that one. As for Kady, she wishes Meghan nothing but the best, telling us, I wish Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, all the success. There's enough space for all of us to create, and who knows, maybe one day, yeah. She was magnanimous in her unwavering support for the Duchess of Sussex. And you know what? I have no idea what that word means. Um, I'm surprised I actually was able to pronounce it. Let me see if I can do that again. Magnanimous. I don't even think I can say it again. But she was what I said the first time. Woo, that's one of those words. That is one of those words. I cannot say it again. She was magnanimous. Magnanimous. Mm. You ever feel like you got too much tongue for your mouth? That's how I am sometimes. I think I just got too much tongue for my mouth. Either my mouth is too small or my tongue is too big. I don't know which is which. But has me tripping over my words. American Riviera Orchard. You know, the name had kind of grown on me, and I was kind of looking forward to it, but um, it, it wasn't meant to be. So we're moving on. So farewell, American Riviera Orchard, and cheers to the other name. Looks like we made it. Oh, Maggie, she deserves it. She deserves it. Um, and we're so close, you guys. So please make sure you look at the top of the chat and please go to that channel and subscribe. Show your support to this young lady who defended the Duchess of Sussex. You know, it was ways to bring attention to her social media spaces by being what they expect you to be, but she wasn't having any of it. As a woman of color, she knows what it's like to to go through that kind of thing. Yeah, what's understood need not be said, but she understood, and as they say, she understood the assignment. That's it. She understood the assignment. So I'm going to give one more check before I go on to the next thing. 1.98. We're so close. We're so close. Okay. Now, I mentioned this yesterday and I could not find the video. Unmasking AI, Joy Buolamwini. This is the young lady who received the award from the NAACP and Archwell. Harry and Meghan have signed on to sponsor this award. And you can see right there, mark your calendars. On October 31st, my first book, Unmasking AI, my mission to protect what is human in a world of machines, will be published by Penguin Random House. 3 years in the making. Unmasking AI is the most revealing work I have produced thus far. So, if you don't know the backstory, thank you, Kady Balmer. That's the first time I've heard that. The Barron effect. Thank you. I'm here for it. So, this young lady, she was trying to use AI, and the computer would not recognize her face. The computer just was so convinced that she was not human. whatever she was trying to do on the computer, it wouldn't register her as a person. So she took, you know, if you do crafts, right? If you take certain things around the house and find a new use for it, one of the things, or no, not that's not what I'm trying to say. Some people like to make masks. You can buy like a blank white featureless face with the eyes, open, so you could actually put it up to your face and use it as a mask. And that's what's illustrated on the left side. So she bought one of those, maybe from the Hobby Lobby, maybe from Michael's craft store, whatever. Anyway, you can buy those blank. Anybody can. And then you can take them home and paint them and make your own face mask. It's fun. So she went and bought one of those white plastic things, like a mask like that. And when she put it in front of her African descent, she's obviously of African descent. She put that in front of her face. And guess what? All of a sudden, she was recognized as a human being. But before that, I don't know, for whatever reason, the AI would not recognize that there was a living, breathing, thinking person. That is insane. You make a program that won't read, will not, evaluate a black face, a black person's face. And so she took 3 years of her life investigating this. And she even wrote a book about it. Right there. Dr. Joy Buolamwini is the founder of the Algorithmic Justice League, a groundbreaking researcher and a renowned speaker. Her writing has been featured in publications such as Time Magazine, the New York Times, Harvard Business Review, that's a big thing there, The Atlantic, The Poet of Coal. She creates art to illuminate the impact of artificial intelligence on society and advises leaders on preventing AI harm. She is the recipient of numerous awards, including a Rhodes Scholar. She's a Rhodes Scholar. Do you guys know what that means? A Rhodes Scholar? Yeah, she received the Rhodes Scholarship, the inaugural Morals and Machine Prize, and the Technological Innovation Award from Martin Luther King Jr. Center for Nonviolent Social Change. Her MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I mean, this girl's got credentials off the charts. MIT research on facial recognition technologies is featured in the Emmy-nominated documentary Coded Bias, born in Canada to Ghanaian immigrants. Buolamwini lives in Cambridge, Massachusetts, very near MIT. What an incredible, amazing person.
Every year we come across the most incredible leaders in tech, and we face a difficult choice of picking just one winner for the NAACP Archwell Foundation Digital Civil Rights Award. And this year's winner is Dr. Joy Buolamwini.
You won! Oh my gosh! Are you serious? Dr. Joy is the founder of the Algorithmic Justice League.
And this is an organization leading the way to overcome racist and sexist biases in AI systems, especially when it shows up in policing, in education, and in healthcare.
When she was a grad student, Joy discovered that facial recognition couldn't detect her dark skin and only worked when she put on a white mask. Since this discovery, she has gone on to become one of the world's most inspiring, passionate, and impactful figures in AI today, at a time when her expertise are needed so badly.
She recently wrote, "The rising frontier for civil rights will require algorithmic justice," and we could not agree more. Dr. Joy is an expert and inspiration, and she's so deserving of this honor and many more.
All right, y'all got me good. Really good.
Well, well, well. I tell you, what an incredible person. So anyway, that is the video I wanted to share with you all the other day. I could not find it. Now to this idiot. William spends hours trawling online forums where he posts under fake name. Tell me something I didn't know. I'm not surprised by this, but there's a catch. There's a catch. That is that Prince William has admitted that he spends ages on internet forums where he posts using a secret name. What do you think William's secret name is? Please tell me, what do you think William's secret name is? Anybody? Please give me an idea. What do you think is his secret name? What would thank you, thank you. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry Ware. Wow, you all are not holding back. Wow, okay. Okay. Keep them coming. Now, and listen, just so you know, I don't know what his name is. I'm just asking you, just for fun, but I don't have any inside information of what name he uses, but it's fun to think about it. Yeah, pulled pork seems to be popular. Pulled pork seems to be very popular. Okay. Well, I guess we'll never know, but it is fun to think about. It is fun to think about, but I don't think we'll ever know. I like Pegmaster, though. That is pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. That was the Sugar Hill Gang, right? I said hip hop. Hippy to the hippity hip hip a hoppy. You don't stop to the bang bang boogity. I'm just the boogie to the bang bang boogity bee. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard that in ages. But that's probably the long version of his name. Duchess of Success. I'm 100% sure both William and Kate have burner accounts. Must suck to know Harry and Meghan have genuine fans. Hear, hear. Ah, you all are something else. I just. Uh, listen, if there's overnight, if there's a black sedan sitting in front of your house and there's a couple of men in black in that black sedan, I cannot be responsible, okay? If the men in black, not the men in gray, if the men in black is sitting outside your house, don't blame me. But listen, with all the stuff I done said over the years, if they haven't come and picked me up yet and taken me to a secret undisclosed location, I think you guys are safe. I think you're safe. You know, they like to start with the big target first. So avocado dreaming. Marshar. This is why you wait a minute, there we go. This is why you legs. Uh wait, some things are sometimes you don't have the words, you just use pictures. I got it. I got it. Hey, what does William call this Friday? No, Saturday. When there's that many, what do they call it? Aubergines? What do you call it when you have, what is that, 12, 15 aubergines in one day? What does William call that? Saturday. Woo! Oh, Lord, you guys, I'm sitting here blushing. You all are hilarious. Hilarious. Uh, okay, listen. Kady Méite is at 1.99K. So we just need what? 11 more subscribers to get her to that 2,000 mark. She is going to feel so good when she wakes up tomorrow and she sees that she has 2,000 subscribers, whereas before we started, it was 1.89, I think it was, or 79. So please go ahead. If you haven't done it by now, go to the top of the chat and you will see a link there. Let's get her to that 2,000 mark, so that she'll have something like that to inspire her tomorrow. Okay, we're at 1.99. Let's make it 2.0 or whatever, 2K. We just need what, 11 people, I think. You know that 0.99 is throwing me off, but I think that means 11 people. So come on, the link is at the top of the chat if you haven't done it by now. I would love to see that number change before I continue. Just 11 people. Please go to the link at the top of the chat. This is the brave young lady who stood up to the press and would not allow them to attack Meghan without her telling the truth of the matter, and that is that Meghan did not copy her, and she doubts that 2,000, you guys. Thank you so much. That is awesome. You all are awesome. Awesome. I'm thinking Austin Powers. You guys are awesome. So we're going to celebrate with a little salsa. Yes. We're going to celebrate with a little salsa. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, On three. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you all very, very much. And what's so awesome is that when she wakes up tomorrow, wait, let me see. Yeah, but actually, I don't know what time zone she lives in, but I'm surprised with all of the media attention that she's receiving right now that there hasn't been a surge of new subscribers. But that's okay. We at least kicked it off, and hopefully other people will find that channel. I posted it on my Twitter, but yeah, I'm gonna go through my social media and see where else I can post it, because it's very important that we send a message to those haters. Okay. I'm just taking a look at a few of your comments here. Oh yes, that's true. That Meghan posted some images, and then too, you know what I'm thinking? Since Meghan has that new hire, um, I forgot what they call the position, but she has that uh, new hire. That may be part of that position, because think about this: Meghan is back on social media. Meghan is back on social media. And oh, yes, Madison, if you look at the top of the comments, you can see the link is up there at the top. You can just click on that link and it will take you directly to Kady's channel. So yeah, maybe there's someone in the Archwell that is going to handle that, because Meghan is back on social media. And if she hasn't, or if they haven't hired people to monitor some things, even though she has the comments, shut off, but still, I think it's a good idea to monitor, because there are going to be people trying to abuse the As Ever and With Love Meghan accounts. There are going to be people trying to abuse those names so that they can call upon those names to get attention for their YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So I would just imagine, my guess is that they probably got someone monitoring full time, if they haven't had that already. So I hope so. Okay. So anyway, now we know that William has a burner account. Or should I say, it's been confirmed. I grew up looking at, what is that, Chief Facts on the television, or go back pages of the newspaper. Yeah, you go to the back page, all right. Not that back page, but I know you go to the back page. And if you didn't have those in hand, You're a bit out of the loop. He added, I like going on forums. I can be, you know, you guys, when William went to Poland and he ordered that pulled pork sandwich at that very welcoming cafe, you know, I'm sure it's a fun place. But exactly how did William know that the pulled pork sandwich was on the menu? How did he even know what it was? It is my opinion that Prince William is quite knowledgeable of the pulled pork sandwich. As a matter of fact, he he was eating pulled pork when pulled pork wasn't cool. Yeah. So I'm just saying, my suspicious mind tells me that um, William Wells, William the Prince of Wales, is he knows his way around a pulled pork sandwich. Okay, can we talk here? What if William is listening right now? What if William is listening to Royal Sussex right now, trying to figure out exactly what is meant by pulled pork sandwich? You know what it means. You know what it means. This ain't your first time at the rodeo, pal. You know what a pulled pork sandwich is. So, you know what a pulled pork sandwich is. Let's not be coy, okay? Let's not play coy. Just own up to it. Be a man about it. Marshar, doesn't this give you like a whole lot to think about? A whole world of possibilities has just opened up when they have admitted that William is on the back page. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to say anything. Um, this will be for members only. We'll approach that again for a members only chat. Yeah, we'll save that for a members only chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Legs, you know my face is hurting because I'm sitting here with this big smile on my face. So I'm gonna move on because the corners of my mouth keeps touching my ears. Now, um, Gums is illustrated. Well, is pictured here. Sandy Sussex says the mirror confirming what we already knew. It's always been obvious that behind the worst hater accounts are Macbeths themselves or trolls directly linked to the Macbeths. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I don't know what my reaction would be if I ever really thought that Kensington Palace was listening to Royal Sussex. I would assume that if they have been listening for the past, what, 3 years, 4 years, that I would probably be in some monastery somewhere under an assumed name. That's what I think. But whatever the case is, this confirms what we've already known, as that burner accounts are used at Kensington Palace. I mean, how did Gums know to be there? How did she know to be there? How did Miss Mouthful of Gums, Very Few Teeth? I think that is her tribal nickname. Mouthful of Gums, Very Few Teeth. Hi, Mouthful of Gums, Very Few Teeth. uh, I think her tribal nickname was probably Mouthful of Gums, Very Few Teeth. Sophia A. Nelson says the reason that With Love Meghan is such a big hit globally is because she is teaching us how to take care of ourselves and others the old fashioned way: cooking, connecting, cutting flowers, hosting brunch, laughing, sharing, being loved in motion. That is what has come out of With Love Meghan, is that it's been teaching us things. And you guys, I said, what, a week or two ago, I said, you know what? I am going to get a real cutting board. Enough of the plastic. I'm going to get a real cutting board. And I got one today. And it's supposed to be something resistant or this and that. But anyway, I am going to read the instructions and make sure I keep it properly cleaned. It's actually a big board and a smaller board. And what I really think I'll do with that to keep things safe is decide which board is for meat and poultry, fish, poultry, whatever, and which board is for vegetables and bread. Yeah, I mean that I'm going to do for certain is to separate stuff that has, you know, the possibility of causing illness on it, and the other one will be for other foods. So I want to be very disciplined by that. But yeah, they're beautiful. And I'm glad I got them. Good price too. And why did I do that? Because of With Love Meghan. And wait, you guys, you won't believe this. I actually went kind of crazy today. I have a flatware silverware tray in the drawer made of plastic. It probably came from Dollar Tree. I've had it for I don't know how many years. The steak knives have actually punctured a hole in it because every time I pull the drawer, they slide and they have kind of punched a little hole just from time and friction. Um, and it's a mess. The putting metal on top of plastic or inside of plastic has taken its toll. They look really ratty. So I purchased a bamboo silverware, cutlery, flatware, whatever you call it. I purchased a bamboo tray to go inside the drawer. I am so proud of myself. See, I'm following Meghan's cue. I'm taking care of myself. And I got some tongs too. You know how she was plating the spaghetti? I didn't own a pair of those. I didn't. I got these plastic ones, but they're very long and they almost look like a couple of spatulas together. So not really for that. But I got some of those too. So that's 3 items for the kitchen that was inspired by the Duchess of Sussex. Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of money. There are some quality items out there. And usually things that are made of bamboo are not so expensive because bamboo is not like a walnut or something like that. It's just as strong as wood in some cases, and it's beautiful. So I'm kind of proud of myself. Reba Henderson says, you mean too little tooth. tooth, tooth, little tooth. Yeah, that's it. Uh, yes. Chief Tooth, Little Tooth. Thank you, Reba Henderson. uh, uh. Yep, yep. You have a point, Diane Hawkins. Okay. All right, let's continue then. So right here, Netflix and bake. Yeah, it says, wait, I cannot see that. 1 second here. What is that, number 21? I need to make that bigger so I can see it. Okay. The Lazy Macati. I think that's the name of it. That's kind of small, but I can just barely see it. The Lazy Macati. Netflix and bake made the viral Duchess honey lemon cake after watching her show, opted for a bundt version instead of layered cake, and omitted the raspberry preserve, still just as moist and delicious. The honey lemon glaze takes it to the top. Okay. Well, you guys, and we're talking about the one on the left side in case you can't see that. That does look delicious. That looks pretty good. That looks amazing, actually. Wow. That looks good. Now, I'm sorry. I would have to have my raspberry, though. I would still have to have the raspberry, but that looks amazing. Oh, that's a good idea. Sussex Riviera said, my husband got the cedar wood to build me some raised beds. I was influenced by Meghan to have an actual garden. I grew some veggies in pots last year, but I'm actually designing my yard. Good for you. Thank you for sharing that. If you guys don't know what a raised bed is, um, you can create a just as it says, a raised bed, instead of having to like get on your knees or to stoop over and everything to access your vegetables or whatever you're growing. If you raise those beds up, then let's say if your bed is 3 feet high, 2 feet high, it's not as much, you know, not such a big problem to like harvest or cut flowers or whatever you need to do. So is you could take planks of wood. Better to have pressurized wood. Anything that the termites won't get to it or the water won't damage it. Um, you can make a square or a rectangle shape is probably better, depending on your yard, and you fill it with the soil. And so the plants are elevated to a much higher level. And so that's what they refer to as a raised bed. So that is great. I'm happy for you. SB, someone with the initials of SB says, Hi, Baron. I just love your show. Oh, it kind of got cut off, but no worries. I can find it. Oh, here it is right here. Now, why is it doing that? Anyway, yeah, the end of the message got cut off. Oh, there it is. I just love your show. Keeps me happy. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much. And thank you for the PayPal. Thank you very much for the PayPal. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so there you go. Also, it is a good idea if you have any mobility issues and you want to plant some things and you just don't know if you can, do it by getting on your knees or stooping over real low. Consider having a raised bed, even if it's just a foot or 2 feet high, whatever meters, centimeters high. It makes a huge difference. So consider that. And, you don't have to do like several of them or a long, big one or whatever. Consider doing something small initially. And then if it works out for you, when you can afford it, get a bigger one, make a bigger one. So, very smart idea. I love that. I love that. Uh, oh, I don't know what that is. But I'll pin it to the thing. Um, I'm going to take one last look at Kady and see where we're at. Okay, 2010 subscribers, I think. Anyway, thank you everyone for participating in this support for Kady Meddy, and I hope that she does extremely well because she deserves the support. What a fantastic person she is. She really is. That is just awesome. That is awesome. I'm looking through. I think I'm gonna enjoy her channel because I'm looking through some of the titles. Let me see. Hajib Hair Care. Oh, I see the one. Confessions of a Female Founder. I see that one. Okay, I'm gonna like that one. I'm gonna watch it, and it's only got 1,400 views, you guys. It's only got 1,400 views. That is the one that everyone's talking about. I love her. You guys, I love her. I'm going to leave her a message. Thank you. How do you spell courageous? Oh, I spelled it right. I always mess up that word. Wow, she is amazing. I love her. Okay. I left a comment on that particular video. Oh, I see a I see a hater has commented. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it. And I hope no squatties actually left her any negative comments. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to do something with that, wasn't I? Okay. Okay. I got it. All right. I'm replacing the pin, and there we go. And so it goes. Oh, that's yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put him on the community post. I couldn't remember who Dr. Rashad was, but now I know who you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna put him on the community post. You must watch this. Okay. I just put that on the community post, y'all. Now, I hate to say I told y'all so, and I'm not even sure if I'm qualified to say this, but didn't I just say yesterday that this whole pushback, this whole, well, not pushback, but this whole uh, plot to destroy Meghan's home, houseware, home style, what is it, lifestyle show? Didn't I just say yesterday that this has become an indictment about the R word, also known as racism? Didn't I say yesterday that this is going to impact the popularity of that institution? Although most of the pushback is toward the media itself and social media. But this is a very big moment. This is a huge moment. It was big a week ago and it's only gained momentum. So, again, I don't think it's going to have as strong an impact directly on the royal family, but quite a few people that have called out uh, some of the haters has cited the idea that the British tabloid media is serving the royal family with their attacks against Meghan. There are quite a few of them that have pointed that out. So I think the best thing for the royal family to do is to just lay low. Don't try to go out there trying to compete. Just lay low. Lay low. I don't know how long they could do that though, because Meghan is about to be everywhere, you all. She's about to be everywhere. This is a huge rollout because it's not just a podcast. It's not just Meghan investing in another company or something like that. This is Meghan investing in herself. This is Meghan returning to social media full time. And she will be speaking in her own voice. She's not going to go through the filter of all of those tabloid journalists. She will be speaking with her own voice. And just like when Suits had gained so much popularity all over social media and such, there were some people that did not make the connection between Meghan Markle, the actress, and the Duchess of Sussex. There was a few people that did not make that connection. It seems hard to believe, but there were a handful of people who didn't know the difference. They knew that there was a lot of controversy about this Duchess of Sussex, this Meghan Markle, and some of them just could not make that connection with Suits, which I think is extraordinary, but I can understand why. Because the attempt to destroy Meghan, they have taken this lovable, hardworking philanthropist, actress, humanitarian, and they have tried to turn her into a monster. And it's hard to connect the two. That surprised me. Let me see. When Rashad Ritchie is of the world started to weigh in on attacks on Meghan, you know the conversation is taking a whole new dimension. Miss Z, that's exactly what I meant. This is a huge moment. This is huge because it's exposing institutional racism. Institutional racism. That's what's happening here. And because it's Dr. Rashad, hopefully some of the people that still believe the tabloids, maybe if they're hearing his voice and seeing it through another filter other than the tabloid media, maybe it'll win some more people over to the side of truth and justice. Because there are so many people that read the New York Post and they believe everything that they see. There was I don't know if you guys ever saw this video, but there was a junk dealer, a antique dealer. Let's be polite and call him an antique dealer. He would go to the pawn shops. He would set up a booth at the flea market or the car boot sale. And he found a crystal punch bowl or something like that that had Harry's and Meghan's wedding day on it. And it was like a gift. I don't know how many of these were made. I don't believe it ever belonged to Harry and Meghan. I don't believe it was used at their reception, but it was a crystal punch bowl. And he wasn't sure what the value was. But he found it, or somebody pawned it or something like that. And so he asked a few people, what did they think about Harry and Meghan? One person very wisely said, and I'm trying to remember, this was a couple years ago. One of them very wisely, he either said he didn't believe that stuff or he doesn't pay attention to it. I really do believe he said he just didn't want to say anything. But this one guy, he said, what do you think of Harry and Meghan? Oh, she's this, she's that, she's a gold digger, blah, 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 blah. I read that in the New York Post. And when he said that, I felt acid coming up the back of my throat. I felt acid coming up the back of my throat. Acid was pooling in the back of my throat. I was like, oh my God, if he believes that, how many other people believe it? But if we have more people like Dr. Rashad telling the real truth, maybe we can get more people to see things clearly as opposed to the other thing that's happening. I hope so. God, I hope so. It's been too many years of this. Too many years. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for sharing that. I'm going to watch him as soon as I get done. Now, the Queen of Living Lavishly, a soft Jackie Aina, has entered the With Love Meghan and AsEver.com chats. I know your pockets are ready. Princess Meghan is loved. Go watch Jackie's gorgeous reel. Now, I cannot share it with you because there's music. There's a French that video is beautiful, you guys. I believe it's on Instagram, but it is beautiful. You can see she has a Le Crochet pan that she just purchased. Monogram picnic bag. Anyway, the aesthetics is gorgeous. Soft living at its best. And Lavishly Jackie, that is the name of her channel or Instagram. I can't tell you if it's Instagram or what, but it's called Lavishly Jackie. That's what it's called. So if you guys want to check it out, that's it. Lavishly Jackie. Okay, she is on Instagram. And if you go to her reel, you can see it. I think that's it. Is that it? Okay, maybe it was from yesterday. Oh, there it is. Watches one episode of With Love Meghan. Okay, it says here, she had the plan. She just needed the platform. With Love Meghan. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Ah, very beautiful. Okay, I tell you what, I will give you the link to the Instagram. How's that? I will give you the link to the Instagram. All right, there you go. That is the link to the Instagram. Lavishly Jackie. Lavishly Jackie. It is French. Jackie. Got it? There you go. There you go. Oh, you watch her? Oh, so I need to subscribe to her too, right? Does she have a YouTube? Lavishly Jackie. Ah, she does have a YouTube. Yeah, you guys, she does have a YouTube. Which I have just subscribed. 277,000 subscribers she has. I don't know about you all, but I'm so full right now. I feel like I just ate Thanksgiving dinner. but not full of food, but full of joy, full of good feelings, positive vibes. I'm full. It is the kind of fulfillment that comes from this wandering the desert of despair because of the tabloid media, Kensington Palace, and the rest of that bunch, and just all around hateful people. I feel like I have been wandering the desert, and finally, I have found the oasis. And the oasis is a place where people are seeing the real Meghan Sussex, not this characterization that has been crafted by haters online in Kensington Palace and probably his own brother and that Markle clan. But finally, I just want Harry and Meghan to be able to do things without constantly wondering what is going to be said about this. How are they going to twist these words? And it doesn't just happen to them, it happens to everyone who supports them, myself included. It is an occupational hazard when you're a supporter of the Sussexes. It's a risk that I'm sure most of us are willing to take. But it's it can be very frustrating just the same. It can be very frustrating. Hello, Ivy here. Ivy, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to make sure that we're all supporting this community that is rallying to Megan's support, be they squatties or not. But I'm telling you, I feel very pleased. I feel so fulfilled. I have a very fulfilled feeling because even with the Meghan and Harry documentary, even with Spare, okay, with Spare, I think it kind of closed the loop for Harry, but still it left Meghan in a different place. And I think that this finally will close the loop for her. We can stop taking on water. This ship can finally stop taking on water. Because as much as we try to ignore it, as much as people say, oh, we shouldn't talk about it, there are some cases where you have to say something. Like that hit piece where they took all of the articles and put them on pieces of paper, put them inside of a hat, and then pulled them out and stitched together yet another magazine article. What was the name of that magazine? Was it The Hollywood Reporter? Where they took all of the garbage and stitched it together and came up with a hatchet job for Meghan. So hopefully we're seeing that hopefully we have gone much further and we're closer to the destination and further away from the starting point. Does that sound better? I think we're getting closer to the destination. This is going to make a huge difference. And the best part about it is it's Meghan being herself in her own voice. Earlier today, I saw a headline. I did not read the article, but I saw a headline um, that implied that Meghan should try this name instead of that name. If only Meghan had done this and not that. I can't believe that they're still trying, though. I can't believe that more of them haven't just given up. But it does lead to engagement, so we probably would be asking a lot if we assumed that they would just give up. They're not willing to do it. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that link up at the top now. Lavishly Jackie. Okay. Thank you very much, Lydia Washington. Wow, what an amazing time. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you were able to do that? That would be great. Well, Harry tried. When Harry wrote Spare, Harry decided that he would clear the air about the Tiara Gate. And of course, he cleared the air about who made who cry. There was quite a few things that was totally for Meghan. And I love the way he said that I felt like this account of the event needed to come from my voice. I needed to be the one to say it. Now, that's a man. That's being a real man. That is a man standing up for his woman. That is a man standing up for his woman. I think it was very hard for Harry at first because Harry's brain was conditioned to obediency no matter what. I mean, they had him locked down. That family, oh my God, they had Harry locked down. And what snapped him out of it was the fact that they were coming for his wife. They were coming for his wife and his child. And that is what snapped him out of it. That is what snapped him out of it. But they had such a tight control over him. He knew that there was an alternative, but he just didn't know that it was possible for him. He thought he was the last person in the world who could ever be happy. And worse than that, because of the circumstances that he was born into, he didn't feel entitled to be happy. He thought you just get on with it. Isn't that something? He didn't know that he had a right to be happy. Okay. Okay. Hi, Maggie Ward. Yeah, that's like Popeye and a can of spinach, isn't it? They consume that hating, and it just seems to make them turn into strong Popeye. Now, Pod News, Pod News, Limonada Media and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, announced Confessions of a Female Founder, a new original podcast. So this is an online podcast service. Let me see. Jobs, events, articles, directory, press release. All right. You know what? The more people know what's available, the better off I am. Better off I feel, rather. So right there. Oh yeah, Wellspring. Wellspring. Women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen. Meghan Markle. Empowerment begins with amplifying the voices of women and ensuring they are heard. Let's continue to uplift and support. Now, they posted this for With Love Meghan for Women's History Month. And if you're wondering, what is Wellspring ATL? There you go, right there. Transforming lives of those at risk of being victimized by exploitation, that kind of exploitation. And I want you to take a look at this at the bottom. You see the red square, followed by Bernice King, Ian, whoever that is, and Soledad O'Brien. Soledad O'Brien is a veteran news reporter. She's on television. I believe she was working at MSNBC, and I believe she also worked at NBC. So she's been around for a while. And much like the Duchess of Sussex, she appears to be racially ambiguous, meaning, of course, you're just not sure. Is she Italian? Is she Latino? I'm not sure. Well, I believe the one side of her family is Irish, and the other side, I don't know if they're African American or if the other parent is from Africa or what. But yeah, she and Meghan have a lot in common for that reason, I'm sure, or at least that in common. Angela Simmons, thank you so much for joining us. And then there's the griot. Black women rally behind Meghan Markle against claims of unrelatability. I love that. I love it. If Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, can count on one thing, is Black women having her back. Recently, the Duchess released With Love Meghan, a new lifestyle show on Netflix. From cooking recipes to hosting tips, Marco says the show is about doing what you can and doing it with love. However, some viewers have not loved the Duchess of Sussex latest venture. From social media trolls to media figures like Tina Brown, has been a growing list of less favorable reviews of the new Netflix series. Unfortunately, Marco, gosh, I can't say that, is is no stronger. I mean, one more time, is no stronger online criticism This time, though, Black women on social media have come together in the Duchess' defense. After Markle showed herself using pots and pans from Le Creuset, a luxury cookware brand, many viewers accused the Duchess of being unrelatable and inauthentic. However, while one side of the internet bonded over their criticisms of Marco, another took this as an opportunity to lean into their love of the cookware brand. Why is everyone surprised or disturbed that she would have beautiful, colored, coordinated cookware? MSNBC senior editor Michelle Norris wrote on Threads, does anyone drag Ina or Martha that is, for their cookware? Sure. Would be nice to see a big, heavy, well-seasoned black skillet up in there. But did anyone expect that? So yes, Le Creuset is beautiful, but it is not merely performative cookware. Just as Norris went on to discuss the nuanced history of the luxury cookware set, Black women across platforms from Threads to TikTok to X have shown off their Le Creuset cook collection, highlighting their appreciation for cooking with quality items, just as Markle does in her show. I love how this has become our signal to support. One user commented on a TikTok video of a Black woman showcasing her Le Creuset. You guys, this is a huge moment. I keep saying that. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's true. It is huge. It is so much bigger than I thought, so much bigger than anybody thought. And it is still evolving as we speak. So I am here for the ride. I am here for the ride. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, I had to elevate my feet for a second there. Let me see, what else do we have here? For a limited edition La Creuset what is that, Times Sheila Bridges Dutch oven to extension collection of everything from mugs to pans, luxury appliances. Black women have flooded the internet to showcase that Markle's use of these products is not unrelatable, but rather the standard for many Black women. One proud La Creuset collector, Elise Roberts, noted in an interview with Today.com that Markle cooking shows continues the legacy of Black female chefs and TV personality B. Smith. Let me drink some water. Oh, I'm struggling. Hold on. There we go. That is much better. Uh-oh. Now where the heck? Oh, there he is. There it is. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. Oh, boy. Whether online users love it or hate it, the Duchess of Sussex new show has introduced new customers to the brand. The Meghan effect. People who have never heard of La Crusade are mass purchasing them and even ran them out of stock. One user wrote on X, predicting a potential collaboration between the star and the brand. Meghan did it again. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Why do I feel like an applause is due? I feel like another applause is due. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. All right. Prepare Meghan Markle's delicious pasta with these simple recipes. With this simple recipe, rather. This is, I think, is that Spanish? Esta la deliciosa pasta de Meghan Markle para, what is it? What is that? Hesse en casa. Yeah, that's Spanish, I bet. Anyway, I found this on social media, you guys. It's just been one article after the next. And look at the beautiful images they included in the actual article itself. And this one, spaghetti alla chitarra. What is that? Con la receta especial de Meghan Markle. What language is that? Que poco. Okay, is that also Spanish? I think so. I think so. That is called Gastrolab. The Gastrolab. Does that mean stomach lab? Stomach lab? Gastrolab? So it says here, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, something, what is that? Tendencia, los últimos días, entre la perdida de su perrito. Oh, that says Guy. Does that mean, wow, okay. That means Guy was close, right? With love, Meghan. Proximo 15 dinero. No, yeah, no, anyway. Kachina, I know that's kitchen. And it takes somebody greedy as me to know kitchen in every language. I know how to say chocolate chip cookie, kitchen, cake, coffee. It's certain food items that I can say in every language. Let me see. I have two La so much tangerine squeeze for the super chat. Well, I have not purchased my first piece, but um maybe I'll do that later this summer, maybe, or something like that. I'll probably do it later this summer. Um I'll try to figure out what size the pan Megan had. Someone told me it must be the big one if she can put the spaghetti in without breaking it. Um so yeah, I think well anyway, I know that's the one I want. I'll get that one because I feel like I'm kind of left out. I feel like a pair of brown shoes. It's like the whole world is a black tuxedo and I'm a pair of brown shoes. That's what I feel like because everybody has Le Creuset and I do not. So I feel so left behind, right? I feel like I'm the only one who's not invited to the dance. I am looking to invest in two La Creuset items so I can pass them on to my two daughters for Christmas. Oh, excellent idea. Excellent. Now, here's the question though. Do I wait until I get the pan to try to make the spaghetti? Now, I purchased the tongs because I didn't have that. So I got some of those so that I can pull the spaghetti out of the pan and place it on the plate just like Megan did. So I got some of those. Um, so yeah, I just need the food, the spaghetti and the cherry tomatoes and everything, and my La Creuset pan. So I don't know. I may wait until I get the pan before I do it, but I feel so left out. I'm just like looking at everybody lifting up their pans and smiling, and everybody's got a story to tell. And I'm like, make it stop. uh, anyway, I ain't no hater. Y'all deserve nice things. So I'm going to join the club one of these days. Oh, stop it. I just pulled out my set of 4 pieces of La Creuset. Good for you. What is it? Adeline Xavier, good for you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Um it won't be any less satisfying, I could assure you of that. It will be awesome. I'm going to try to go to one of the to the outlet store. My closest outlet store is near the airport. And if you know anything about that traffic near the airport, I have to pick just the right time to be there because otherwise, that place being by the airport has contributed to an already congested situation. So, but for La Crusade, there's nothing too difficult. Oh, there it is right there. We were discussing a raised bed. I didn't realize I had this photo, but that is a raised bed. So as you can see, um, the soil inside of the bed is much higher than the soil from the ground, the original level. So by having that raised planter, I guess you call it, raised bed. I'm sorry, raised bed. If you have mobility issues, look at how much easier it is to access your plants and flowers, your vegetables and flowers or whatever. Oh my goodness. 50% off? Oh my goodness. Wow. Now that is very, very cool. That is very cool. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, that's interesting to know. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that is the advantage of cast iron is the way that the heat dissipates throughout the pan instead of, some pans where the heat is just concentrated in one spot. Cooks better when it's coming from every which direction. Yeah, well, should I say all over the pan? So the entire pan. The Philadelphia Inquirer, Meghan Markle's new Netflix show, is an antidote for today's harsh political reality. Meghan Markle's Sussex critics are still mad because she got handed the keys to the royal castle and said no thanks. Now she has a new show. I'm sorry, a new Netflix show, and that is Living Her Best Life. So it says this is a much needed distraction from cable news talking heads. All right. Ditch the duchies. Royal land is our land. Republic Day protest rally festival, Trafalgar Square. That is the fifth. I'm sorry, one more time. Yeah, that is March the 10th, 2025. That's what I'm trying to say. It's March the 10th. See there? Okay, so if you want to help the royals put that fake grin on their faces like that you know what it is. It just looks phony. Well, they're not grinning there. And why they're not grinning? Because there's a crowd booing them. Royal photographers do Kate Middleton a great disservice by constantly photoshopping her face and not letting her age in grace. Now, that's something to think about. One of the squatties, I didn't want to share the name, said that, but they they're trying to keep her looking as though she just married into the family yesterday instead of allowing her to age gracefully. And they are doing her a disservice because if you look at the papers, you see the left side, but in person or those unguarded moments, you see the right side. But to compound that, the one on the left side, of course, a lot of people look pleasant when they smile. I swear she looks like she's in her 20s. They have managed to almost change her identity. Her identity almost seems to have altered. Yeah, not good. Not good. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. My girls and I cook a lot, even in lockdown. We cook together for 3 locations, 2 countries via video. I know they will love the new cookware. I did the spaghetti dish last night. Oh, it was so good. Well, thank you for sharing with that. Sharing that, Ivy from Sussex Global UK. Thank you very much for sharing that. And that is such an amazing thing to do, to have the live video while you're cooking. That is really cool. Very impressive. Yep, very impressive. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yep. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Not doing her a favor. But yeah, these are the photos. At this point, Kate has just emerged from what appears to be one of the Range Rovers, armored Range Rovers. And she's doing her best to downplay the crowd. Now, when she wore that blue dress, the one that looked like a lampshade, it did not seem as though, or did they have a crowd that year? No, maybe they didn't have a crowd that year. Well, they had a crowd, but I'm trying to think. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if Republic was there. How long Republic has been going to the I think this one was the second times. Or maybe the third. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. And you guys, something wrong with her though. I'm not wishing anything bad on her, and I don't hate her, but I think she's going to need some time off soon because she's struggling. That same thing that, okay, I'm just going to say possibly what they were hoping for Meghan, what they were scheming about for Meghan, maybe that's what's happening to her right now. Maybe that's what's happening to her right now. That which they were trying to do to Meghan, maybe that's what's happening to her. You see it too, don't you? Yeah, I don't think it's play acting or anything like that. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I mean, this is just a photo. It's just a photo. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me at least do this. Let me explain this. Now, the photo on the left is obviously been touched up, brightened or something. The one on the right side is kind of grainy, meaning that the camera, the zoom, I don't know, maybe. It could be different reasons why it's grainy. But the one on the left is way too bright. Well, I don't know. I'm not qualified to say. Thank you, Heather Stroud. Different cameras, different lenses. That makes a lot of sense. Different cameras, different lenses. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be lying if I said I wish I knew what was going on because I really do want to know. And maybe I'm just nosy. Hmm, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, Sussex Squad. Thank you so much. By the way, this is just a breakdown of the United Kingdom, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England. That's just a breakdown. Northern Ireland, I think they want their independence. And of course, not as much as Wales, certainly not as much as Ireland. But then there's little England right there. And combined, it makes up about what, 66 million people? Pretty good number, 66 million. What didn't you do to bury me? You forgot that I am a seed. Okay, my friends, family, thank you all very much. It has been a pleasure as per usual. Uh, Paulette Claude, thank you so much for being here. Bunny Rose, you're welcome. All right, you guys, thank you all very much. Alpha 10, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, what's appropriate to close with? Love you guys. See you next time. Thank you, moderator.
Oh my God, not. I love you so much. I love her. Oh my God, not with the flashlight. I'm sorry, it turned on. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, not. I love you so much. I love her. Oh my God, not with the flashlight. I'm sorry, it turned on.
My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. For me and my wife. Me and my wife. I'm so proud of my wife. My incredible wife. And an amazing wife. The soulmate in my wife. Thank you, my love. The mother to my children. The love of my life.
And what I know about the two of them, and I wish the world knew how much they love these two people love each other. They found each other out of all these odds against them finding each other, they found each other, and the love that they have is really, really moving. And I just wanted to do anything I could to support them.
Isn't that funny? Sometimes you know when you meet someone.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can see like what love is, and
Right.
you can tell right away.
Yeah, yeah. And if I don't have that, what she and Harry have, I don't want it.
Prince Harry goes surfing at the Surf Ranch Wave Pool. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has become the first British royal-blooded to ride the Surf Ranch Wave Pool in Lemoore, California. The younger son of King Charles III and Diana, Princess of Wales, added a new chapter to the surprisingly long list of surfing events in the British royal family. Tutored and backed by
Get up! Move up, move up, move up! Yeah! Go the fence! Yeah! Go the fence! Yeah! Love you, brother! Yeah! Yeah! Move your shoulder! Yeah! Nice! Thank you! Keep going! Yeah! Yeah, my brother! Come back to me! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back!